Hi everyone, and welcome back to day 8 of Christmas in September. And this week I am not using a Christmas stamp set. I am using the large letters as my my focal point. Yesterday we cut the letters out and put Wink of Stella on them, and I made this snow. And today I made this one here, and this is a cool technique. I've been seeing it on Pinterest a lot, so I thought I'd give it a try. And the way I did it, well, let me start with the beginning. The card base is thick whisper white, and it is 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. And this piece of Designer Series paper, yep, you guessed it, still coming from that Trim-a-Tree Designer Series pack from last year, and I am so close to being done with it. And I cut that at 5.5 by 4. And then, like I did yesterday with the silver, to mat this, I did not use a whole piece of red underneath this Designer Series paper. I just cut 2 strips that were 5.5 inches by about 1/4 of an inch, and just adhered them to the top and the bottom. That way it looks like it's matted. Then, to make the Mary, what I did was I got a piece of Whisper White, and let me show you on one of the letters. So, bear with me one sec. Here's the M. So I knew about how big my M was, and what I did was I took a ruler and I made a line halfway across my paper, and I knew that I wanted to stamp beneath that line in order to get all of my letters to look the same. So what I did was I used the from the new Carols of Christmas stamp set, I used this poinsettia here, and I stamped it in real red, and I stamped off a couple times. So I would ink it one, actually, here it is right here, you can see it. I inked it once, and I stamped, and then I stamped off, and I just filled this piece, this portion of the white paper in, so it looked like this. Then I die cut out the Mary, and then I die cut Mary out a second time with solid red. Then I attached the two of them, just offsetting it a tiny bit to give it that little shadow. And I, with my glue pen, I attached each of the letters onto the card. Now you'll see that they are overlapped just a tiny bit. That's because if I didn't overlap them, they wouldn't fit. So I did kind of squish them together. They look nice though. And I attached them like that. To make my holly, what I did, again at the Carols of Christmas, I stamped this here in, I believe it was Pure Pizzazz, and then with the coordinating die that comes from the card front builder, oh, it's in this bag somewhere, I die cut a bunch of those out. And then with the tiny dimensionals, I popped them up. Then I have this Dazzling Details in Cherry Cobbler, as well as Dazzling Details in Gold. And that you can see by the labels, they are so old. I smudged this one. I just put a little bit of red in the middle of the leaves, and then I just randomly put the gold where you could see it was the center of the poinsettia flower in the Mary. And that's that. That I did last so that I didn't smush it, but I managed to smush it anyway. Then I attached this ribbon, which is real red woven satin ribbon. It's 3/8 of an inch wide. And then to make this, I used, it's a retired set, Watercolor Winter 2, and just this word Christmas. I made a tag, and I punched out the little end of the banner there with the triple banner punch. And then I stamped the Christmas and attached it. And really, the hardest part about this was all of the die cutting, especially the little guys. But it came together really cute. And when I first saw them online. I didn't see a Christmas one. I saw it with some spring flowers. I thought, oh, how is that going to look with all the solid red? But once I did it and I put it all together, I was actually really happy with it. So I hope you like it. If you have any questions, certainly contact me through my blog, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. There's a tab to contact me, as well as a tab to subscribe to my newsletter, and a tab to shop in my online store. So I hope you like this, and I'll come back tomorrow with another Christmas card using the large letter dies. Thanks so much. I'll see you tomorrow.